Well, not much. Was it almost 6 tons of fuel? I would assume that's fuel. I don't know what that two differences are. I would assume it's fuel. And other stuff that you have, like oil, sand. Maybe it's sand. Too. So it might be, okay, 1.3. We're losing speed fast, but we are doing good. We didn't turn this. Doesn't matter. I just like position lights. So we don't want to go too far beneath 20. Everything by that point is good. Because as we approach, go beneath 20, I need to lower throttle. Which could mean to stall. Well, not to stalling, to stopping. We still have a bit to go. It's much easier now. But again, remember, we have 500 meters of train. Back part is still on that big hill. We are approaching 20 a little bit too quickly. This hill was one of the first problematic hill for the Reaper when he started driving. Yeah, we lost the gear. So now it becomes potentially troublesome. These two. Falling beneath 20 any second probably. He's holding. So after we are done with this, there is a little bit flat in hills, but no issues. After that we need to speed up just to gain speed. And then tunnel and brakes. At that point we're gonna test brakes and maybe check a little bit how this works. Because that was only real problem I had. But that was... Oh, we gained even speed. We good. That only problem I had braking was down this hill, and to the point... I think they changed it a bit now. Because of this part here they changed a bit. I think. When I was pulling 1200 around there, tons with 2 DH4s. That was the only problem I have. Okay, but we beat the problematic part, so we are good. It's still like a little bit, but problematic part is behind us. We are about 20. We didn't went below 20, which is surprising. I thought I would have to lower this and, you know, fight it on a lower throttle, try to beat it. But yeah, we are good now. I'm gonna let it full throttle. I'm gonna let it gain a lot of speed. Because why not? Because we're gonna have full brake, not full brakes, but we're gonna be on a brakes since the tunnel. But yeah, good. Switch is good from what I see. Yep. This part 6, 5 or 6. But after this part you can go all the way to 8 basically. And then just slow down before. It goes above 8, but 8. We're not gonna even approach that. This beautiful downhill is gonna help us small, but still gonna help us gain some speed. Good. We switch everything good. So that's this one that we are seeing, I think. So only one that we need to see. This might be a better way if you are overweight or something. If you're worried about braking. This here longer might be better. Because I don't think you get that big over the numbers if you go this way when it comes to downhill. But yeah, we might be able even to pull the bigger one. It's not that big, but it's still, I think, 150 roughly tons more. Maybe we can pull that one. So this one is 570 plus 960, 970. So 570, 970 plus both of us are carry. Slug in this. So yeah, we are pulling with our weight 1.7 or something. Rango Burr. Let's go back to this so I don't forget. So C21. How are you doing, buddy? So let's go to C. I'm surprising it's, I guess, makes sense. This is going to go there. This, yeah, that's good. We are going there. Oh, sorry, wrong way. A window. That way. Usually I have these set up to go to 3. 3 is 99% of the time empty. But yeah, now nice speeds. Little bit uphill here though. Unofficial upgrade. Uphill. Going good. Going good. Where are you going? What about you? I'm doing good. I was a bit sick last 7 days, but the last few days is getting a lot better. I still need to. I have a like spray from throat, some propo something mint. I don't know what that shit is. It's like strong. Yesterday was a lot tougher because I played Persona 5 yesterday and I had to read through the halls because I switched it to Japanese because that seems to be a fix, somewhat of a fix for lag. Voiceovers to be in Japanese, not in English. I'm gonna complain as long as it works. So, but yeah, it's constantly reading, speaking, so it gets hard. Here I have more pauses. And again, I'm better. But yeah, yesterday was a bit tough on my throat. It's like after that something warm and with the fatty contents is good. That hurts your throat. No, it doesn't hurt. It just like it dries out and stuff. Can't imagine reading for hours. Yeah, it's basically 3 hours of constantly talking and reading. But it's not worse. The worst was with the COVID. And not the original, the big one that hit me like, well, that was the worst because the temperatures and pains and stuff. But later I got a couple of those shorter ones. I forgot how they call them. So we're gonna lose the throttle because very soon we're gonna have to brake. So let it brake on its own. Okay, maybe I lost it a little bit too early, but it's fine. But yeah, all those smaller ones affected my throat most than anything. It was very hard. I made so many breaks during the streams just to be able to talk. That part was hurting. But thankfully we have a beautiful thing here called rakia. Basically a brandy of sort. They are very local produced. And that kills. It's like, I don't know, anesthesia for throat. Brandy. You know, the drink. Not brandy eels. Brandy. Like a drink, alcoholic drink. It's mostly similar to that. It's not that, but it's very similar. At least they say it is. Okay, so we don't need to brake yet. It's after the tunnel. But I find it safer to brake early because as soon as we hit tunnel, it hits a decent downhill. Okay, so by end of this, not early on, end is potentially going to be a problematic with the brakings. We'll see how it's going to go. Been good so far. This part is a lot of downs and flats, but okay, we need to go a little bit higher. First 4 is right there. There is like 4 of them along the way, maybe 5, I think 4. 4 spots with 40 or under. So we can slowly test it because it's still decent downhill here. So we'll test it how the train reacts. I'm expecting I need more brakes, but we'll see. How many times I crashed? Okay, the first crash I didn't get to see. The first crash was with a small... you were not there when I was driving the 2 one, the BE2. It was from Machine Factory. I was getting something to repair stop, probably this guy. And, or DH4. Something I was getting to repair stop, to refuel or whatever. I lose a little bit. And I was moving something and I left BE4 to roll. And as you know, well, that was, I think, before this. But there is a lot of downhills here. One less. So that was my first crash that we didn't get to see. I just saw it when I summoned it next time it was fully broken. After that I have 2 crashes that I was in. And they're both, well, it's not crashes. It's explosions. From steam locomotives. Going to 0, but still gaining speed. Again, to 0 here, most of the weight far back. So technically I would say 3 times. But the 2 were explosions. I'm not even following what speeds are, we are just keeping under the speed, because it would be very hard. I will need to do the 4, back up, press this, see when we pass the 4, then we can speed up above 4. And it's a very long train. So it's easier just keep it under 4, so we don't care. The first explosion was very bad, because it was in middle of the harbor. I just ran out of water. There is another 4. And the problem with that is I was next to some tractors. So that cost me like $500,000. Or something like that. Or maybe 250. I forgot exactly. I think $500,000 is a good. And then other one was, again, I'm still not great with other one explosion was, I would say, here. After this switch. I was going to military, I ran out of water again. With the bigger one. The first one was with the 060, I think. Other one was 282. Steam ones. Rain is not gonna help with brakes, but let's see how it goes. Again, this is not... So far the brakes were looking great. But we have one big downhill after the bridge, so... Not this bridge, after the big bridge. After the switch. This corner here could be a bag. I think it's easier now since they... Since update. Again, just keep it under 40, so no thinking. I know this part is faster, but again, as I say, our end is like there. Which is still on a fast pace, but yeah. Can't really leave it for much, huh? That's a 4. I mean, 41 is still good, but... It would be interesting to know how much it matters on a long trains, how much of the train is on the downhill. Probably it's quite important factor, and I think that's why this is maybe now a little bit easier, because it feels it's changed. But the only problem that I had, we didn't crash, we barely made it, but I couldn't keep it under 40 at that point. See, 2.3, that's a big one. But yeah, it's good for now. It's not really 2.3, right? But again, the problem is going to be in this moment, in this part when the back hits. Or middle of the thing. But yeah, I think we're going to hold it perfectly good. I don't think there's going to be any issue. Okay, so what we're going to use this for is when we pass the switch for the C. I found the reason to use it. Let's do swivel. No need for wipers yet, it's not that big of a rain. But yeah, I couldn't break this part. 2 DH4s connected. And again, over 1,200. Or somewhere around 1,200. Okay, we are there. Now let it slow down some on its own. But yeah, now we are waiting for a second switch because we need to back up to C. C to I. Okay, at this point we can start a little bit work. The rain starting. So we also escaped the biggest rain, but I don't think it would be a problem. There was even some rain and we were good. Okay, now this switch, the next one is first for the C, we are looking for a second one. Actually, lose a little bit speed. So we do have another one. I don't think we're gonna have need for that from here, but we'll see. Okay, that's a first switch. We are looking for a second one to press this. Second one should be turned with the back to us. This one is 2D4, okay. Set up once we set up this. That's one we are looking for. When we see it like roughly there, we press. Not super precisely if you don't need to be. So, but backing up is going to be a little bit annoying because we don't have anything to use for that. Okay. Not gonna break now because it's gonna take a lot of time. One more important thing is to check if this is empty. I would assume with the length of this that it's empty, but yeah. We're passing through the middle, so we know this part is empty. But yeah, basically back of the train need to pass that, and that's what this is. Half is done. And buses. Okay, getting there. Again, it's okay to pass it. Fully brake. I brake a little bit late, but that's fine. Okay, let's see without checking. That's not smartest thing to do. The hell? Did he wheel slip? I didn't notice what it was. Too much brake. Brake too fast. Okay, so we need to switch U. And that's drain, right? So, I could check like this, right? Well, I can't. I can't zoom out. There is another camera that you can move all the way, but I can even check. Yeah, we are fine. It seems like we are 2-3 cargos fine. Okay. So because of the rain, I can do 2. I need to slow down a bit with this. And now the problem is, again, I can't really use this because there is no reference to press this to know where we're gonna stop. So I'll have to go some not as fast speed and just be there on terrain to know when to brake. So let's go to like 15 and then I'm gonna brake. I'm gonna leave. Yeah. It's gonna slow down, but we're gonna jump between. So in this case, smart thing would be controller. Because in real life you would have somebody navigating you, not you driving on your own like this. Because there is no way you would be allowed to... Okay, nothing on it. You would be allowed to leave the loco, right? I know that's like one thing that Popo always stress about whenever I do this part, right? When I leave the loco. So I'm looking for the flags. Did I miss the flag? No, there they are. Okay, there are the flags. So basically what I'm looking is when we approach the sign, a little bit ahead, we go brake. Because it's gonna take time to stop. It's gonna take time for me to get to the loco. When we stop and do all that, I'm setting up everything for D4. Because this is quite a long one. We might be just enough space to park it, so need to be a little bit careful with parking. It was probably one of the longest single jobs we had. Over the longest, 41 was the longest one I pulled so far. But yeah, it's slowing down heavily, which is fine. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be fine. Because I never had something this long. Let me check. Let's... Okay, we have space. It felt... I could also wait here, you know, when I see the red one approaching. Doesn't make much difference. Because again, there is end there. So we're at 1.5 away. That's 1 away. I'm gonna go brake. By the time it stops, it's gonna probably be good. Okay, let's go check. It's not perfect. How much space we have on the back? Wide a bit, okay. So let's push it a little bit more. I think it should work. Just in case so I don't have to move this again, because we're gonna start moving it away from it. Okay, don't need much speed. We're gonna let it for a bit, so we don't have to brake 3 times. I think it's fine. Small breaks, so we don't have to wait extremely long. Am I crazy? Yes, I am. Don't forget, always lock. I didn't have to do this now, but I tend to forget them, so. Okay. Forgot. So, here we need to go. Oh, we are going to D. Wait. Actually, no, go forward. So we have to back up to D. I don't want this to be locked, right? So what I need to do, speed up slowly until the back of it passes this side. So I can go there. And then I need to back up train this way. All the way. And then back up to D. The reason if I go directly to D, the loco is going to enter first, right? And that's a problem. There is other solutions for me to leave the loco and park this with shunt one, but nah, I'm gonna do it with loco. I could probably push this further back and then start exiting this way. That might be faster, but I forgot. It's D. Okay. A little bit more. Yep, that's good. He almost stopped anyway. Yeah, that's a tough one. So, you need to be switching that way. You need to be switching the same way. And then we need to go to D and say from here. I mean, there is a chance. Actually, I could park there and continue. But I don't know, is there enough space there? So it's easier not to think about it. Also, let's do this a moment later. Oops. Wrong button. Because I don't need that much speed. Okay. I forgot to check. It's turning good way. So we just need to pass this one here. Okay, so here is that way. That way. Okay, let's fix that later. Okay. That way. Oh, 4. Okay. That doesn't change a thing, but changes here. This one goes that way, this one goes that way. Okay. We'll check once more, but... Oh, wait. Calculator. The rain stopped. I heard you. So, 215, 220. There. Once I pass the switch, I can press that again to know when to brake. 20 should be fine speed. I need to speed it up much. Switch is on this side once I see it. So that's gonna tell me when I brake. Because I just deleted the last number I wrote. That was from the big one. So we know the length. Very useful tool. I did F it up a bit when I place it. When I'm close, I can see it. So I have to be a little bit back. Which is not the biggest problem, but still. It is a mistake. Okay, then... Just so I can switch this.